Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to be tackling one of the biggest mysteries in the One Piece world.
Oh, yeah.
It's a question that's been bugging fans for ages. What happens if someone eats 2 devil fruits?
Yeah, it's a question that goes way beyond just simple curiosity.
Right.
It really makes us think about, like, what are these devil fruits all about? And the whole power system of One Piece, really.
Absolutely. Now,
Yeah.
for any of you out there who might be landlubbers, newer to the Grand Line,
Yeah.
let's do a quick recap.
Okay.
Devil fruits, these crazy-looking fruits,
Yeah.
they give you awesome powers,
Uh-huh.
but the catch is
Big catch.
once you take a bite,
Yeah.
you become a hammer
You're a hammer.
and can never swim again.
Never swim again. That's a big deal in a world of ocean.
A huge trade-off.
It is. It is. And that's where this whole, like, risk and reward thing comes in, right?
likely.
You could get powers like controlling fire,
Yeah.
or turning into a lightning bolt, or, like, even becoming a giant Buddha.
Right. Or
Or-
a jacket.
You could turn into a jacket, anyone.
Or
Or balls.
balls. Lots and lots of balls.
Lots and lots of balls. Yeah.
Not exactly the most intimidating power.
No, not really.
So the point is, even just eating one devil fruit
Yeah.
is a gamble
Huge gamble.
with some pretty unpredictable results.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
So
Yeah.
the idea of eating 2,
2, that's where things get really interesting
right,
and potentially very deadly.
deadly.
Yeah, it's like you're doubling down on a bet
Mhm.
where the stakes are literally your life.
It's intense.
Yeah, and it raises the question of, like, what are the limits of this power system? You know?
So let's look at some of the theories that are out there.
Okay, yeah.
One of the most popular ones comes from Jabra.
Yeah,
He claims that every devil fruit has a demon living inside it.
right?
And his theory is that if you eat 2 fruits, the demons inside will clash and cause you to explode.
It's a very vivid image.
It is.
And pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting how that idea kind of connects to real-world stuff.
Right.
Like, those stories about demons living in trees in India.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's like this natural human thing to, like, explain things we don't understand with the supernatural.
Right. Fear of the unknown.
Exactly. Fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
That's powerful stuff.
Powerful stuff. But is it really demons that are causing these explosions?
Well, the world government,
Yeah.
the big guys,
The defense.
they offer a more, like, scientific explanation.
Okay.
They say that eating 2 devil fruits leads to death because of, like, incompatible lineage factors.
Lineage factors.
Yeah. Basically, think of it as the unique DNA code of each fruit.
Okay.
They say if you try to combine 2 that don't match, it's like mixing oil and water. Total chaos.
Yeah.
And a very messy end.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
What's that?
How much can we really trust the world government?
That's a good point.
Hmm.
They haven't exactly been transparent in the past, have they?
No, not really.
I mean, they've gone through a lot of trouble to erase entire chunks of history.
Like what?
Like the God Valley incident.
Right.
And the whole existence of Roxdiasbeck.
It makes you wonder.
It does make you wonder, who's to say they're not messing with the truth about devil fruits too?
Exactly. So if we can't fully trust the world government,
Yeah.
and the demon theory is kind of shaky,
Mm.
how do we explain Blackbeard?
Blackbeard. The big question mark.
He's the only one we've seen who can use the power of 2 devil fruits,
Yeah.
and he's not exploding.
Not at all. In fact, he seems to be doing pretty well.
He's thriving.
Thriving. He's the outlier. The guy who breaks all the rules.
So how is he doing it?
Well, that's the million-berry question, isn't it?
It is?
He got his second devil fruit, the Gurugura no Mai, from Whitebeard.
Right after Whitebeard died.
Exactly. How he did it is still a mystery.
Right.
Some people think he ate a piece of Whitebeard,
Oh.
or maybe drank his blood.
Kind of gross.
Yeah, it's a bit grim. But then again, cannibalism has led to some surprising things in One Piece.
It's true.
Seems like a weird recurring theme.
It does.
But maybe in Blackbeard's case, it's the key to understanding his unique ability.
Maybe. So Blackbeard's a cannibal.
Possibly. But there's another popular theory.
What's that?
Some believe that Blackbeard isn't just one person.
Oh.
They think he might be like a composite being,
What do you mean?
like 3 separate entities all sharing one body.
3 entities. That's crazy.
It is a bit out there, but it would explain a lot.
Like what?
Well, think about it. If each entity had its own separate lineage factor,
Mm-hmm.
they could each handle 1 devil fruit without any problems.
Oh, like each entity has its own dedicated space for a devil fruit power.
Exactly. And remember all those 3s we talked about before? The skulls on his flag, the pistols he carries.
Yeah.
Some fans think it's a connection to the Cerberus,
The three-headed dog from Greek mythology.
the one and only, the guardian of the underworld.
Are we saying Blackbeard is the One Piece version of the Cerberus?
It's a fun thought, isn't it?
It is. But does it hold up?
Well, the Cerberus was known for being super fierce.
Yeah.
It could devour anything, and it kept souls from escaping the underworld.
Uh-huh.
Blackbeard's darkness powers, especially with the Yami Yami no Mi, kind of have that same vibe.
Right.
He can literally suck in attacks and devil fruit powers.
And he's got that intimidating aura, for sure.
He does, doesn't he?
Little darkness.
Yeah, he's a pretty dark dude.
So the Cerberus connection is kind of making sense.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah. But let's get back to his devil fruit powers.
Yeah.
He's got the Yami Yami no Mi, the darkness fruit, and the Gura no Mi, the quake fruit.
Powerful combo.
Super dangerous.
Yeah, that combination just screams danger.
It does. But how did he even get Whitebeard's devil fruit in the first place?
Right. The how is still a mystery.
Did he eat part of Whitebeard?
Maybe did his darkness power let him, like, pull out the Gura no Mi's essence?
I don't know.
Or was there some other crazy process we haven't even seen yet?
It's like Blackbeard knows something we don't.
It's possible.
Yeah.
He definitely seems to be operating on a different level.
He does. Let's say, just for fun, that he did figure out a way to bypass the normal devil fruit rules.
Okay.
What would that mean for the world?
Oh, man. Imagine pirates everywhere trying to copy him,
Yeah.
wanting to become walking weapons with multiple devil fruit powers.
That would be
It
insane.
would be total chaos. The balance of power would shift completely.
And the world government.
They wouldn't just sit back and watch.
No way.
You'd do anything to hold on to their power.
It would be a war.
Probably.
A huge war between those trying to exploit this new knowledge and those trying to suppress it.
All because one guy decided to break the rules and eat 2 devil fruits.
Blackbeard is a real game changer.
He is a total wild card.
He throws everything we thought we knew into question.
But there's one more piece of the puzzle we need to talk about. What's that?
Vegapunk and his research.
Ah, yes, Vegapunk.
Oh.
He's the key to understanding all of this.
He's unlocked the secrets of lineage factors
Right.
and figured out how to replicate devil fruit powers.
He's a genius.
A total genius. But even he hasn't figured out how to use 2 powers at the same time.
Which makes Blackbeard even more mysterious.
Exactly. Could Vegapunk's research hold the answer to how Blackbeard did it?
It's definitely possible. In fact, recent events in the One Piece manga have revealed some really interesting new stuff about Vegapunk's discoveries.
Ooh, intriguing.
Yeah, and those discoveries might just be connected to Blackbeard's strange ability.
Well, we're about to head into the final part of our deep dive.
Okay.
And I can't wait to see if these new developments bring us any closer to solving this devil fruit puzzle.
Yeah, me too. Let's get to it.
Welcome back, devil fruit fans. We're still unraveling the whole Blackbeard situation.
Yeah.
And how he manages to use 2 devil fruit powers.
It's a real hit scratcher.
It is! Last time we were talking about Vegapunk.
Right, the science whiz.
Right. And even he hasn't figured out how to make 2 devil fruit powers work at the same time.
Which makes Blackbeard's ability even more mind-boggling.
Doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
It's like Blackbeard's got access to some knowledge or technique that even Vegapunk hasn't discovered.
Okay, so remember that theory about Blackbeard maybe being like 3 people in one?
Oh yeah, the composite being idea.
What if each of those like entities or whatever had their
Uh-huh.
own separate lineage factor
Yeah.
thing?
That's an interesting thought.
Right.
Yeah, it's like each part of him has its own little compartment for a devil fruit power.
Exactly. And then there's all that symbolism with the number 3,
Oh yeah.
3 skulls on his flag,
The 3 pistols.
3 pistols.
Hmm.
Could that be a hint?
It's possible. Some fans think it points to a connection with the Cerberus.
Wait, the 3-headed dog from Greek mythology.
One.
Are we saying Blackbeard is like the One Piece Cerberus?
What's a fun theory to think about?
I mean, it's pretty cool.
It is. The Cerberus was known for being super strong and fierce. It could eat anything.
And it guarded the entrance to the underworld.
So you're saying Blackbeard's like the gatekeeper of the One Piece underworld?
Maybe in a way. His darkness powers with the Yami Yami no Mi do have that kind of like consuming and controlling vibe.
Right, he can suck in attacks and even nullify other devil fruit powers.
Exactly, and he's got that whole dark and intimidating presence.
He does. It's like he just radiates darkness.
Yeah, he's a pretty intense guy.
So maybe the Cerberus connection isn't that far-fetched.
It's definitely something to consider.
Okay, but let's get back to his actual devil fruit powers.
Okay.
He's got the Yami Yami no Mi, the darkness fruit, and the Guro Guro no Mi, the quake fruit.
A truly devastating combination.
It is. But how did he actually take Whitebeard's devil fruit?
Right, that's the big mystery.
We know it happened right after Whitebeard died.
Yeah, but the how is still unclear.
Did he, like, eat a piece of Whitebeard's heart or something?
Some people think so.
Or maybe he used his darkness power to, like, extract the devil fruit essence? It's possible. Or maybe there's some even crazier method we haven't even thought of.
It's like Blackbeard's got this secret knowledge about devil fruits that nobody else has.
He definitely seems to be ahead of the curve.
Okay, let's imagine for a second that Blackbeard did figure out a way to get around the normal devil fruit rules.
Okay.
What would that mean for the world of One Piece?
Oh, man. It would be absolute pandemonium.
Right.
Imagine pirates all over the Grand Line trying to copy Blackbeard,
Yeah,
wanting to combine multiple devil fruit powers.
it would be a total free-for-all.
It would completely change the balance of power in the world.
And the world government.
They wouldn't just stand by and watch.
No way. They'd have to do something.
They'd probably go to extreme lengths to try and maintain control.
It would be an all-out war.
Most likely. A war between those who want to use this new knowledge and those who want to bury it.
And it would all be because Blackbeard decided to break the rules.
He's a true game changer.
He really is a total disruptor.
He makes us question everything we thought we knew about devil fruits.
Okay, so we've got Blackbeard and his crazy double devil fruit situation. And then we've got Vegapunk with all his research and discoveries.
Right.
Do you think Vegapunk's work could hold the key to understanding how Blackbeard did it?
I think it's very possible. In fact, recent events in the One Piece manga have given us some fascinating new insights into Vegapunk's research.
Really? What kind of insights?
Well, remember how the Seraphim can switch between different devil fruit powers?
Yeah, like they have a library of abilities they can choose from.
Exactly. We've learned that they can access all these different powers, but they can't use two at the same time.
So even Vegapunk, with all his advanced technology, hasn't figured out how to overcome that limitation.
It seems to be a fundamental rule of devil fruits.
But Blackbeard's breaking that rule,
He is. Which raises a lot of questions.
doesn't it?
It does. Could Blackbeard be using some method that Vegapunk hasn't even considered?
Maybe it's something to do with his darkness powers or that whole three entities theory.
It's possible. We know that Blackbeard has a deep understanding of devil fruits.
Yeah, he specifically sought out the Yami Yami no Mi.
Right. Which suggests he had a plan all along.
It's like he knew something everyone else didn't.
It's a chilling thought.
It is.
Mhm.
But it makes him even more fascinating. So where does that leave us? What's the big takeaway for our listeners?
I think the main thing is that we need to rethink how we view devil fruits.
Okay.
The traditional explanations, even the scientific ones, might not be the whole story.
You're saying there's more to it than we realize.
Exactly. Blackbeard's existence proves that there are still so many unknowns.
Mysteries waiting to be uncovered.
Exactly. And that's what makes One Piece so exciting.
It does. Oda, the creator, is always throwing us curveballs.
He keeps us on our toes.
He does. So what should our listeners be looking out for?
Pay attention to Blackbeard's actions.
Okay.
Watch what Vegapunk is up to.
The
And keep an eye out for any little clues Oda might drop in the story.
answers are out there somewhere.
They are. We just have to find them.
This has been a wild ride.
It has. We've gone from ancient myths to cutting-edge science.
And we're still no closer to solving the mystery of Blackbeard.
But that's part of the fun, isn't it?
It is. The journey is just as important as the destination.
Exactly. So keep exploring, keep theorizing, and never stop questioning the mysteries of the One Piece world.
Awesome advice. Until next time, everyone, keep the devil fruit discussions going. And we're back. It's the final stretch of our devil fruit deep dive.
Time to tie up some loose ends.
Yeah, we've gone over a lot of ground.
We have.
From ancient myths to like cutting edge science.
It's been a wild ride.
It has. But let's refocus on Vegapunk.
Okay.
Because he's really the key player here when it comes to understanding devil fruits.
Absolutely. He's the one who unlocked the secrets of lineage factors and figured out how to copy devil fruit powers.
It's insane, building robots that can switch between different powers.
The Seraphim are incredible feats of engineering.
They are. But even Vegapunk hasn't been able to make two devil fruit powers work at the same time.
That's right. Even with all his knowledge and technology, that seems to be an impossible hurdle.
Which makes Blackbeard's ability even weirder.
It does. It's like he's found a loophole that even Vegapunk doesn't know about.
Okay, so what new stuff has Vegapunk discovered that might help us understand Blackbeard?
Well, remember how the Seraphim can switch between different devil fruit powers?
Yeah, like they've got a whole library of abilities to choose from.
We've learned that while they can access all those powers, they can only use one at a time.
So they can't combine powers?
Nope. There seems to be some kind of fundamental barrier preventing that.
So even with all of Vegapunk's genius, he hasn't figured out how to break that barrier.
Exactly.
But Blackbeard is breaking it.
He is, which means he must be doing something fundamentally different.
So what could that be?
Well, there are a few possibilities. Maybe Blackbeard is using a method that Vegapunk hasn't even thought of.
Like what?
We know that Blackbeard has a really deep understanding of devil fruits.
Yeah, he went after the Yami Nomi specifically.
Right? It was
Yeah.
a very deliberate choice,
Yeah.
which makes you think he had a plan.
Like he knew something everyone else didn't.
It's possible. He might be manipulating lineage factors in a way that Vegapunk hasn't discovered.
And that brings us back to that whole thing about him possibly extracting Whitebeard's devil fruit power.
Right? Maybe there's a connection there.
So we've explored all these different theories and possibilities.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? What have we learned about Blackbeard and devil fruits?
I think the biggest takeaway is that we need to keep an open mind.
Okay.
The old explanations, even the ones based on science, might not be the whole story.
You're saying there's still a lot we don't know?
Exactly. Blackbeard's existence proves that there are still mysteries to uncover.
And that's what makes One Piece so great.
Yet Oda always keeps us guessing.
He does. So what should our listeners be thinking about going forward?
Keep watching Blackbeard.
Okay.
Pay attention to what Vegapunk is doing,
Right.
and look out for any clues Oda might drop in the story.
Because the answers are out there somewhere.
They are. It's up to us to find them.
Well, this has been an awesome deep dive.
It has.
We've covered so much ground,
We've explored the mysteries of devil fruits
debated the implications of Blackbeard's actions.
and learned that there's still so much to discover.
It's a reminder that in the world of One Piece, anything is possible.
And that's what keeps us coming back for more.
Absolutely. So, until next time, everyone, keep those devil fruit theories coming.
And keep exploring the grand line.